Nearly 40 years ago, a nonprofit group was founded to support victims of domestic violence right here in Rhode Island. And now the organization is seeking the public's help in a new campaign that works to get people back on their feet with transitional housing.
Domestic violence is something that affects women every single day, and it's not easy to get out of it. You know, we see these patterns happening. Maybe you could speak to that a little bit and about how Sojourner House is really helping these women.
It's really powerful, the work we do, and I think that we change lives one family at a time. So watching somebody go from crisis to stable, or from, you know, being in fear every day to coming to the shelter and feeling safe, I think that it's a calling almost, right? And it's a very powerful thing that we get to witness, and it's a privilege, you know. So when we have volunteers come in and they see the progression from somebody come in from the hotline to safety, I think they can see how empowering and how changing that is, and like I said, it's really powerful to watch.
The work that we do here, the way I feel about it is that, you know, nobody should ever have to live in a domestic violence situation. I don't think violence should exist, you know, but the reality is that it does, and that it's, you know, it's a work in progress. Everybody's taking these little steps to kind of try to make it better and try to eliminate it, but it's still a work in progress. So it's important. It's very important. It's really nice to see when somebody comes and they feel like they're so low, and then slowly but surely they kind of get empowered.
Help individuals on a continuum of services. So we operate a hotline where people can call in and receive emotional support or access resources if they need help, maybe obtaining certain types of services. And a lot of people do call because they need housing. And we do operate a shelter and a transitional housing program, so we can provide emergency housing and longer term housing. And when you think of a domestic violence agency, you probably think of a shelter, and that definitely is one of our largest programs. However, we're fortunate that we have a drop-in center here in Providence, and that really allows us to do some community-based programming. If you took away all the people that support us with in-kind donations, there's no way that we could operate to the extent that we do. So we're very grateful to our community, and we know that we couldn't do this work without them.
And it happens often, and it happens around us. I can't think of someone that has never raised their hand when I ask the questions, do you know someone that has experienced this kind of situation? And mostly everybody I talk to, they know somebody or they have experienced it themselves. So supporting this cause, supporting what we do, understanding that we need the community to come together and work with us, because it's very, very difficult to help someone if we don't have the support of the community. If they can't openly talk about these issues without being judged, without being, you know, frowned upon and point fingers. And so I think we need to kind of open the can of worms and understand that this is a serious issue, and that we need all the support that we can get.